This evening, first, a brutal attack leaves a 74-year-old woman in critical condition. Her 60-year-old common-law husband now faces attempted murder charges. We'll bring you the chilling details of what unfolded in their Georgetown home. Plus, Guy Expo 2024 kicks off with a record number of exhibitors. Discover what this year's theme, Guyana on Show, means for small businesses and international investment. Also, relief is on the way for pensioners and public servants. President Ali confirms the $100,000 one-off cash grant set to roll out this month. Find out how this cash grant infusion will help households before the holidays. And a groundbreaking moment in healthcare. Identical twin sisters undergo the first ever kidney transplant in Guyana. We'll tell you how this life-saving surgery marks a milestone for the nation's medical field. Finally, unrest in Peru. Trade unions, students, and transport workers launch a 3-day strike over rising crime. The latest on the protests and the government's response. Stay tuned for these stories and more coming up on Headline News Update. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Update for November 14th, 2024. I am Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, President Dr. Mohamed Irfaan Ali has confirmed that the one-off $100,000 cash grant will be distributed to pensioners and public servants before the end of November. Speaking on a newly launched program in the seat on Wednesday night, President Ali outlined the steps being taken to ensure a seamless rollout of the initiative. Training for data collection and implementing a new software application have commenced to ensure efficient and transparent distribution. The president noted that the process is fully electronic, with teams already scheduled to begin registration in Region 9 this weekend.
This weekend, we'll be in Region 9 to get all the information with the ID cards. And then when that comes in, it goes into the system, and everything is done on an app electronically. So they have their tablets that will go out in the field. In 2 days, register them, bring them in, and then all the checks will be cut on the system and go back out to the persons.
The hinterland region's pensioners and public servants will be prioritized to ensure timely distribution before Christmas.
We are starting this weekend, Region 9, for example. The app will be up and running. And of course, before the end of the month, the easy data sets like public sector employees, the pensioners, all of that will be easily paid off.
President Ali assured that this cash grant will not replace the annual salary increases for public servants typically announced in December.
I've already said that before the end of the year, the public servants' annual salary increase will be paid out, retroactive, like normal. The joint services, we introduce their bonus. We don't take away benefit, we give benefit. That would be paid out. So the public servants' increases are definitely going to come before the end of the year, long before the end of the year.
The initiative, costing the Treasury over $60 billion, aims to alleviate societal vulnerabilities and inject disposable income into households nationwide. Citizens aged 18 and above, including those abroad with valid ID cards, are eligible to register and receive the grant. However, registration must be completed in Guyana, as overseas payments will not be facilitated. In other news, Guy Expo 2024 is off to an exciting start at the National Exhibition Center in Sophia, Georgetown. This year's exposition will host 283 exhibitors, including several international businesses participating for the first time, signaling a growing global interest in Ghana's economic potential. Minister of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, Wanage Waldron, lauded the event's role in supporting small and micro businesses. She noted that Guy Expo has become an excellent launching pad for businesses looking to enter the market, emphasizing opportunities for agro-processors and other local producers to connect with international importers and exporters. With the theme, Guyana on Show, the fastest growing economy, the Expo will showcase products and services from sectors including handicraft, furniture, garment, pharmaceuticals, IT, and tourism. Minister Waldron highlighted the high-quality signage and branding at the booths, reflecting international standards. Attendees can expect exciting promotions and giveaways from sponsors and exhibitors nightly. As the largest and longest-running trade and investment expo in the Caribbean, Guy Expo continues to foster networking, market access, and investment opportunities. The event is organized by the Ministry of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, Go Invest, and the private sector. On a different note, a taxi driver was remanded for attempted murder after allegedly attacking his 74-year-old common-law wife. Here is Malcolm Carter with the report.
Keith Williams, a 60-year-old taxi driver, was remanded to prison and charged with the attempt of murder of his 74-year-old common-law wife, Deanna Burney, when he appeared at the Georgetown Magistrate Court on Wednesday, November 13, 2024. Williams appeared before Acting Chief Magistrate Faith McGutsey, charged with wounding Burney with the intent to murder, and was not required to enter a plea. Police report on November 10, 2024, at their residence in El Dorado Avenue, South Bromville, Georgetown, Williams returned home and was instantly denied entry by Burney. After the time, their granddaughter allowed him inside. Williams went into Burney's bedroom, woke her, and an argument ensued. Following the confrontation, Williams left the room, retrieved a cutlass from his vehicle, and returned to attack Burney, inflicting several injuries to her face and body. After the assault, Williams attempted to flee but was intercepted by bystanders who disarmed and detained him. Burney was transported to Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation. She underwent emergency surgeries and remains in critical condition. One of her facial injuries has left her unable to speak. Police later arrested Williams, who admitted to attack under caution, claiming he had been under the influence of marijuana at the time. Williams was remanded to jail and is scheduled to reappear in court on December 18, 2024 for further hearings. Reporting for Headline News Update, Malcolm Carter.
Thanks, Malcolm. Stick around when we return. Women and Gender Equality Commission launches 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, and GPAC performs successful kidney transplant.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for do a surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road, Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. It's Credit, and today all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all of these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, five spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinated, soak for all you don't know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, dark seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document plantain flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boiling high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Radhika went to the supermarket and she proper buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook. but she routine even wrong. He shaped like a guy in a map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Common smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Middle Street, Georgetown, telephone 226-1082.
The Guyana Elections Commission GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31st, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. How to apply for registration? You must visit the GCOM registration office that is responsible for the registration of persons from your area of residence to apply for registration or name change or correction. You must be in possession of the following source documents as might be relevant: original birth certificate or valid Guyana passport for new registration, original marriage certificate and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by way of marriage, original deed poll and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by deed poll, original naturalization certificate and original birth certificate in the case of naturalization. This registration exercise will end on November 29th, 2024. For further information, please contact GCOM on the following hotline numbers: 225-027729, 226-6557, 223-9650, or visit the GCOM website at www.gcom.org.gy.
Welcome back. Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation achieved a milestone with its first kidney transplant between identical twins, marking a significant healthcare progress for the nation. More from Malcolm Carter.
On Tuesday, the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation announced a remarkable milestone in Guyana's medical history, completing a kidney transplant between identical twin sisters. The surgery, performed on October 21, 2024, marks a significant achievement in the nation's healthcare capability. Led by Dr. Kishore Prasad, the GPHC transplant team conducted the procedure on a 22-year-old patient with her identical twin sister as the donor. According to the Guyana Public Hospital Corporation, the genetic closeness between the sisters minimized immunological risk and facilitated a smooth procedure with no intraoperative complications. Both sisters are reportedly recovering well. The donor's remaining kidney functions normally, while the recipient's new kidney shows stable and optimal health. Reflecting on the importance of this achievement, the Guyana Public Hospital Corporation referenced a historic moment in medicine, noting, in 1954, Dr. Joseph Murray and his team made history with the world's first successful human kidney transplant between identical twins. As the country's only certified kidney transplant center, Guyana Public Hospital Center emphasized its growing commitment to providing life-changing procedures. Both sisters have been discharged and will undergo regular follow-up care to monitor their kidney health and ensure procedures lasting success. Reporting for Headline News Update, Malcolm Carter.
Thanks, Malcolm. The Women and Gender Equality Commission, in collaboration with the Civil Society National Reference Group, has launched the 16 Days of Activism Against Gender-Based Violence with a powerful initiative called the Red Shoe Project. This community art installation aims to raise awareness about gender-based violence and encourage public participation in the fight against this pervasive issue. The project invites individuals to donate used shoes of any color or style as a symbol of solidarity with survivors. Donations can be made by survivors of gender-based violence, friends and family members of those affected by domestic or intimate partner violence, advocates and allies, which means anyone out there. Shoes can be dropped off at the Women and Gender Equality Commission office at 66 Peter Rose and Anira Street, Queenstown, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday to Friday. The collection will close on November 20th. With statistics showing that 1 in 3 women globally experience violence in their lifetime and 1 in 2 in Guyana, the Women and Gender Equality Commission is calling on everyone to take action towards ending gender-based violence. For further details, you can call 231-5276. Don't go away after the break. Trump's cabinet nominations. Rubio, Gates, and Gabbard picked for top posts, and 1 dead after attack on Brazil's Supreme Court.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lenders, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. He is Credit, and today all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all of these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, five spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinated, soak for all you don't know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, jerk seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document planting flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Radhika went to the supermarket and she papa buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. He shaped like a guy in a map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Common flaws make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Mill Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. Where to apply for registration? You are required to visit the registration office that is responsible for the registration of persons in your area of residence to apply for registration. Office hours, Monday to Thursday, 8 to 12 hours, 13 hours to 16 hours 30, and Friday from 8 to 12 hours and 13 to 15 hours 30. The offices will be closed on weekends and holidays. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, contact the GCOM on 225-027729 or visit the website www.gcom.org.gy.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world.
Good evening, I'm Malcolm Carter and welcome to tonight's regional and international news. First up, the Pan American Health Organization reports that approximately 5,100 people in the Caribbean die from HIV-related causes each year, with 1/3 of cases detected at an advanced stage. At a recent workshop in Trinidad, regional health leaders, including PANCAP and PAHO, addressed the Caribbean's lag in meeting the 95-95-95 HIV targets for 2025 and the goal of eliminating AIDS by 2030. PAHO advisor Sandra Jones highlighted the need for expanded HIV prevention and timely care, especially through policies to reduce late-stage diagnosis. Experts emphasize scaling up tests, combating healthcare stigma, and strengthening health interventions, which are critical for reducing mortality and improving health outcomes across the region. Turning our attention to South America, a man attempting to attack Brazil's Supreme Court in Brasilia died Wednesday night, apparently killed by his own explosives. Identified as Francisco Wanderley Luiz, a former council candidate for ex-President Bolsonaro's Liberal Party, Luiz was seen throwing explosives near the court before 2 blasts occurred. Police discovered a timer and possible additional explosives near his body, and a bomb disposal robot is currently inspecting the area. No other injuries were reported, but authorities are investigating the incident, which comes days before a scheduled visit by China's President Xi Jinping. Deputy Governor Celino Leo called for continued caution as investigations proceed. Meanwhile, trade unions, students, and transport workers in Peru have started a 3-day strike against rising crime. Al Jazeera's Mariana Sanchez reports.
Angry protesters trying to force their way through as police force them back and try to silence them. This is what the government planned for weeks to prevent demonstrations during the APEC summit. The government deployed thousands of police and troops to protect the meetings. Everyone, the government said, must work from home. President Dina Boluarte wants to present Peru as a stable and safe place for investment. But around the country, demonstrators set up roadblocks, burned tires, and marched, joining a 3-day national strike. Elvia Lopez marched several kilometers with her children and nephews. She says her neighborhood is more dangerous than it's ever been.
We are getting killed every day and they don't do anything. The president says all is okay when it's not. So we are here with our children because we need security.
Demonstrators have chosen the week-long international forum to highlight Peru's rising crime wave. They say several state of emergencies that have been declared around the country are useless.
Where I live, people are killed every day. How could I worry about the economy, our livelihood, our education? If tomorrow I will be killed, we can't have a life.
Police say more than 2,000 people have been killed, and there have been 17,000 cases of extortion since January alone.
With less than 4% of approval ratings, Dina Boluarte is one of the most unpopular presidents around the world. However, there aren't tens of thousands of Peruvians protesting against her. It's because many people here say they're afraid police will open fire with live rounds.
Boluarte is under investigation for the deaths of 49 Peruvians killed by security forces during violent protests when she took office in 2022. Demonstrators say their protests have nothing to do with the APEC summit and everything to do with their president's inability to control security. Mariana Sanchez, Al Jazeera, Lima.
Finally, the foundation of the incoming Donald Trump administration is taking shape. The U.S. President-elect has named more top-level positions, opting for those who have stood by him and defended his past actions. But some of his cabinet nominees have ruffled feathers within the Republican Party.
Donald Trump has nominated Marco Rubio as Secretary of State, someone viewed with suspicion by the president-elect's base, but welcomed by Washington's foreign policy establishment.
It's a tremendous honor to the president would place his confidence in me in a position of such importance. It's also a tremendous responsibility.
Not received so warmly by the conservative wing of the party, Trump's nomination of Tulsi Gabbard as Director of National Intelligence and Matt Gaetz as Attorney General. Gabbard has criticized the U.S.'s involvement in what she calls wasteful foreign wars, and if confirmed, she'll be in charge of putting together the president's daily brief of information on national security issues. Gaetz is a fervent Trump loyalist who's vowed to end what he calls the weaponization of the justice system. As Attorney General, he will lead the Department of Justice. Over at the Senate, John Thune was elected Majority Leader. Though part of the establishment wing of the Republican Party, he's made his peace with Donald Trump and pledged to carry out the President-elect's agenda.
We have a mandate from the American people. A mandate not only to clean up the mess left by the Biden-Harris-Schumer agenda, but also to deliver on President Trump's priorities.
But it is notable that Thune pledged to confirm Donald Trump's cabinet nominees through the Senate as quickly as possible before Trump nominated Gates and Gabbard. Both are likely to face a tough confirmation battle, with some Republicans already expressing their opposition to the two. Over at the House Republican leadership elections, incumbent Mike Johnson was unanimously re-elected as Speaker by his party, though there are already questions as to whether this unity will hold into 2025 when the new Congress assumes office.
We saw the Republicans divide themselves even when they were in the minority, and they ousted a speaker and had a difficult time replacing him. Now that they have the gavel, the question is, will they be able to stick together?
But for now, both the establishment and populist wings of the Republican Party can claim some victories. Shia Bratansi, Al Jazeera, Capitol Hill.
Thanks, Malcolm. This brings us to the end of our regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3-day weather forecast. And that's it to be 2 Headline News for this Thursday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. You can tune in tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. for rebroadcast and at 5:30 p.m. for more news. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.